What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today for another BFR. Game 4 versus the Utah Mammoth. Was listening to this game along with the Bears game on my road trip home from Buffalo and Niagara Falls, Toronto. Went to all of that. I'm not sure if I mentioned in the last video, I was at the Buffalo-Colorado game on Monday. Colorado ends up winning that one 3-1. Buffalo could barely get out of their zone. Colorado went to 3-0. Buffalo went to 0-3, and someone threw a jersey on the ice at the end. Fantastic. Also went to the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto, which was an incredible experience. Just if you have a chance to go, I would do it. It's awesome. Just the amount of history. If you're a geek like me, a nerd like me, then you'd love it just as much as I did. 7:30 game on October 13th. Hawks get their first win of the season, winning 3-1 over the Utah Mammoth. They go to 1-2-1. Levshunov and Dickinson were both in. Dickinson being out after a game on IR, not IR, but just wasn't healthy, ready to go for the previous game. Reichel and Lafferty were both out of the lineup, so the Hawks are playing with 11 forwards and 7D. Shots were 23 to 14 Utah. Hawks only had 14 shots and scored 3. One an empty netter, of course. Hits were 31-16 Chicago. Faceoffs 29-24 Utah. Power plays after the cluster you-know-what that happened against Montreal. Much more balanced. Hawks 1 for 3 on the power play. Utah 0 for 3. It was Burakovsky's 700th game. He's ended up scoring a goal. Knight saves 22 out of 23 as his run continues to be one of the best goalies in the league out of the gate so far. Vanacek saves 11 out of 13. So he's their backup. Vejmelka had the night off. First period, 15:02. It's a Utah penalty to Simashev, a prospect I have very high hopes for. I really wanted the Hawks to get him. I was hoping he would fall to them a couple of years ago. I think he was projected to go around 6th, or he was projected to go around 10th. Ends up going 6th to Arizona, now Utah. So it's a shame the Hawks couldn't get him, but I think Utah's going to like that pick for a long time to come. But he takes a penalty here for holding, which is killed. 12:36, it's a Chicago penalty to Crevier for tripping, which is killed. Second period, 10:39, Chicago gets the first goal of the game halfway through. It's Ilya Mikheyev with his first of the season from Dickinson and Donato to make it 1-0. I believe that's the first goal that's not either by a defenseman, aka Louis Crevier, or B on the top 6, because it's really been Bedard, Nazar, Teravainen, Bertuzzi racking up the points. Burakovsky and I think Doc had an assist as well. So 1-0 Hawks. 9:01, Chicago penalty to Rinzel for delay of game. That's killed off. Third period, 18:58, Utah ties it early in the third. J.J. Peterka gets his first of the season from Genther and Marino to make it 1-1. 11:58, so 7 minutes later, the Hawks, Utah takes a penalty. It's Sergachev for hooking, which is not killed off because at 11:05, the Hawks score. Andrei Burakovsky has the power play goal, second of the season, as he has 2 goals in 4 games with the Hawks. Can't complain about that. On pace for 41 goals. Foligno and Doc with the assist to make it 2-1. 8:19, Chicago penalty to Bedard for holding, which is killed. 3:04, Utah penalty to Marino for high sticking. That's killed off. And then with 6 seconds to go, Ilya Mikheyev picks up the empty netter, gets his second goal of the game from Teravainen, who I believe has 5 assists in 4 games. 3-1 Hawks. So Mikheyev, 2 goals. Burakovsky, a goal. Foligno, Doc, and Teravainen all with assists. And Knight saves 22 out of 23. That's a pretty textbook night, exactly what you want to see out of this team. And it's about winning games like that, because if you look at how they've played so far, 4 games in, they've lost by 1 goal in their first 3 games, 1 in overtime, 1 in the last few seconds, and 1 that I honestly couldn't believe they were in the game, that being Florida. And then they win this one 3-1, multi-goal deficit, which is great, which is good to see. Although it was an empty netter, it's still good to see. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I shall see you all in the next one. Have a good one.